that mysterious woman I'm expected to marry?
I've come across town to the National Palace Museum. It's one of the must-dos when you're in Taipei. There's so much to see. Oh, you could easily spend a couple of days here.
The National Palace Museum has a permanent collection of over 600,000 pieces of ancient Chinese artifacts and artworks, making it one of the largest in the world. The collection encompasses over 8,000 years of Chinese history, and most of the pieces were collected by China's ancient emperors. This place has the same original roots as the Palace Museum, which is located inside the Forbidden City in China. This priceless collection was shipped to Taiwan during the Chinese Civil War to prevent it falling into the hands of the communists. One of the most prized possessions of the museum is the jadeite cabbage. It's a small sculpture that was carved from a single piece of half-white, half-green jadeite that contained numerous imperfections, such as cracks and discoloured blotches. Now, these flaws were incorporated into the sculpture and became the veins in the cabbage stalk and leaves. It's considered a representation of female virtue, with the white stalk symbolising purity, the leaves denoting fertility, and insects representing children. This tasty-looking pork representation has been aptly named the meat-shaped stone. Along with the jadeite cabbage, it's one of the 3 treasures of the Palace Museum. There are countless other handmade artworks, all with intricate detail and meanings beyond their physical form. Many of the pieces have come from the personal collections of prominent figures from ancient China, and through the centuries, they found their way into the hands of collectors that housed the pieces in the Forbidden City before being smuggled out of China to Taiwan. One such piece is the Mao Gong Ding, the third of the 3 treasures I mentioned earlier. This bronze work, known as a ding, belonged to Mao Gong, who was a relative of the ruler of the Zhou dynasty. The government of the time was incompetent, so the emperor ordered Mao Gong to rectify matters. The ruler sent him ceremonial articles, a chariot, horses and weapons. Mao Gong cast the ding to record the event and to express his gratitude.
Wow, that is the size of an egg.
Other amazing works that are housed in the National Palace Museum includes intricately carved miniature ornaments shaped from pieces of ivory. Take a look at this piece. I know what you're thinking, it's a pretty impressive bit of lace. Well, guess what? It's actually made from ivory. The finite detail of this handmade ornament would leave the most skilled craftsman of today gobsmacked. I mean, how on earth did someone have the patience and the steady hand to painstakingly carve such perfection? But I've saved the most mind-blowing piece for last. This multi-layered ball of ivory consists of several freely moving spheres. The incredible thing is, it was carved from a single piece of ivory and there are no joints. So what I can't work out is, how did the generations of artisans that made this piece get it done? Leaving the museum, I came across another example of how fanatical the Taiwanese people can be. In a tiny park in the middle of the city, there was a group of guys with the sort of cameras you usually see at a major sporting event. They were here in one of the few patches of green in Taipei, taking photos of birds. Who would have thought? It was amazing to watch as they excitedly clicked away when a bird bounced its way out of the bushes and hopped onto a stick they'd placed some seed on. Such is their passion for bird watching, they can spend entire days just waiting for the moment when their prey flies into frame. I wish I had that sort of patience.
Dumplings are probably the most popular dish in Taiwan. They're definitely my favourite. And this is supposed to be the best dumpling restaurant in Taipei. Wait till you get inside. It's chaos.
Din Tai Fung is the most famous dumpling restaurant in the country. It has a bit of a celebrity status about it, and it packs out with hungry locals every lunchtime. As far as dumplings go, Here you are spoiled for choice, with every type of these tasty packets of flavour made fresh on site.
I'm actually allowed in the kitchen. I can't wait to find out how the dumplings are made. Look how many people there are. I had no idea it took this many people to make dumplings. Everyone's got their own little task. One man's putting the mince in, another one's putting the vegetables in, one man's rolling it all out, and one man's doing the folding, making the dumpling, and putting it in the little steam box. This is amazing.
It's a genuine production line in here, and it kind of has to be. They turn out literally thousands of dumplings every sitting. With the demand being so high, these guys don't stop for the best part of a day. But while they might be making them at breakneck pace, there's still an attention to detail to ensure each of the dumplings are identical.
Oh, like that?
Yes, here.
Oh, in there, okay. Pinch it, okay. Pull it and turn, pull it and put the meat in there, turn. Pull it and turn. Yeah, look, I'm getting it. Not very good though. Pulling it and doing it. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, look at my dumpling. It's terrible. Can I put that one in there? They're steaming them. It's the last phase, and then I get to eat them. Thank you. All right. Oh, wow, thank you. Oh, there's my one. All right. Here's my dumpling. It may not look as nice as theirs. Oh, but it does smell good. Cheers, boys. Hot.
It might have tasted nice, but boy, it was hot. At least the guys in the kitchen got a good laugh out of it, though.
Thank you very much. Shishi. Woohoo! Wow. Dumplings. Oh, wow. Shishi. More food. All right. 2 sets of dumplings.
The food in Taiwan is pretty awesome. The flavours are fresh, and most of the meals involve a lot of small dishes, rather than one large serving.
Whoa.
The meals are also fairly healthy, which explains why everyone is so slim.
Oh, gosh. More.
Yeah, more.
Okay. Shishi. Shishi. Thank you, I will. Awesome.
The only thing that beats a good dumpling is 30 of them. I did leave a few for the crew though. Just a few. With a belly full of food, I went for a walk to try and burn a few calories. Now I'd like to say that the fresh air was great for digestion, but the bouquet of car exhaust was pretty horrible. Although the noise and excitement of the street did distract me from the discomfort of my bloated stomach. One day I'll learn not to eat so much. While roaming the streets, I came across this place and figured, why not treat myself? Little did I know that Taiwanese massages are a bit on the firm side.
Oh. I was walking past the store and I just had to come in. I've come in for a foot massage, which obviously starts at the shoulders. Not complaining. It's so good.
I might not have been complaining yet, but give me a few minutes and watch as the pleasure slowly turns to pain.
Oh, Siobhan, that is awesome. Don't think I've ever had someone towel my feet off before. Sit down. Oh. Ow. It tickles. No, it's okay, it just tickles. It tickles. Oh, it tickles. She's got the strongest hands. Oh. Oh. Oh, I should do that on purpose. Ah, not too hard. Oh, Siobhan, that's just me, no? Oh, that was great. Basically, for the price of lunch, I got a foot massage and a shoulder rub. Can't beat that.
After a few days in the city, it was time to get some respite in the countryside. So I hit the road to the mountainous area on the outskirts of Yilan, about 2 hours from Taipei. The drive took me from the seemingly endless high rises of the Big Smoke and into parts of the country where the urban sprawl is gradually encroaching on what was once the breadbasket of Taiwan. It was really fascinating to see all the industrial developments and low-rise buildings surrounded by rice paddies, with people tending to them in a traditional manner that's been handed down through generations of farmers. The pace of life in the rural parts of Taiwan is just like any other country in the world. The people are much more relaxed and appreciate the simpler things. Because they earn a living from the land, they have a far greater appreciation for it. So, while there might be buildings, roads and traffic dissecting the fields, there's no rubbish or waste left to lie that can pollute the soil. The locals are also really friendly and don't mind if you pull over and take a few photos. These intensely farmed plots of land are a great example of how the Taiwanese make use of every inch of space available to them. And I guess you'd have to when there's 23 million people squashed into such a small area.